Welcome to the first episode of Ask AJ, where I have a special guest, my lovely girlfriend, and the way this show is going to work is every week I'm going to have someone on different. I figured episode 1 would be best to have Isabella on, and I basically texted or asked people to give us questions. You know, it could be about being a couple or anything like that, and I got some questions. I got 4 for you, so we're going to keep it nice and sweet. Nice and short, I should say. So, one of them is, what are your thoughts on marriage?
Is this for both of us to answer?
Yeah.
Growing up, I always thought it was dumb, to be honest. I mean, maybe it's because my parents divorced when I was 4, and, I've never known a successful marriage.
Me either.
So, yeah. Maybe we're pessimistic.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I feel like I agree with something I heard before, like you just feel like you're married versus having that paper to say you actually are. I don't know, to me it seems like it just makes it more complicated than it has to be, but people like to celebrate their love. I see that part. Alright, question 2, how did you two meet?
That's a really long story.
We basically met through a family member of mine, and it was her best friend, and it was weird, and still weird, and we've been in love ever since.
Yeah, that's an abbreviated version.
Yeah. Number 3, you both live pretty different lifestyles. How do you make it work? I'll let you go first.
Well, probably the number one issue with our different lifestyles is the sleep.
Yeah.
I really ruined the sleep schedule,
Mm-hmm.
and that really affected things for a while there.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, so I just had to be more conscious of, I don't know, I'm still kind of crappy with it, to be honest.
That's true.
Yeah.
I just feel like in the beginning it was way harder. Now we're pretty much, we can just relate to each other and make it work, and it's not too much of a big deal.
It was about understanding, we think differently, so
Very differently.
It was in the beginning it was a lot of misunderstandings.
Yeah.
So.
And I feel like when we finally live together in 20 years, it's just going to be so much smoother. And the last question, where do you both see yourself in 5 years, both career and personally? 5 years far away, probably can't predict at all, but I would say that I plan to be making all my money online, or probably just online, because what I want to do in person is work with people, get fit, healthy, create a living of their own, promote animal agriculture, activism, not promote the agriculture, but promote the awareness of how horrible it is. Just be really fit, be really healthy, be really fucking happy, and I'm pretty happy now.
Yeah.
Your turn.
For me, oh my gosh, I don't even know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. That's how horrible I'm at planning.
Think of it just for fun then.
Well, a goal would be to be a writer, but I mean, obviously it'd be a dream to be self-employed, but that's really, really difficult. So, I mean, realistically, I'm probably gonna end up working at some shitty dead-end job, trying to be a writer, but I mean, my professor just told me the other day that there's people who are writers, and then there's people who always think about being writers. So it's something that I definitely want to focus my attention on, and still be with you, of course.
Yeah.
And Boogie.
I'll play with you too. And Boogie.
Boogie the cat.
Well, that's the first episode of the Ask AJ show. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below. Future episode, I don't know who I'm going to have on next, but I will reach out to you guys, get some questions, and eventually these are going to be a lot longer. I want to keep the first few short so people actually watch it, and then as it grows, I'll have other people on. Of course, I'll have Isabella back on. And